for being a friend. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you do a party, and if you do a party, and if you do a party, and if you do a party.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Best Teas podcast.
Good morning. Yeah.
Thank you all for joining in. My name is Desiree. On the screen with me, we have Monique, Sarita, and L Star. Today's show is going to be about mental health, mental illness, and we're going to have a special guest star, Miss Shei Atkins, who is going to be joining us. And actually, we're just going to bring her on right now on the screen. Y'all ready to bring her in?
Yes, auntie. Yes.
Let's see. There we
Hey,
go.
Miss Shei.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Welcome.
Okay, y'all. So before we get started, I'm going to ask everybody who is tuning in to go ahead and share the video. Share the video with a friend. Get y'all teas and waters because we're going to have some conversation on today. But before we get into the deep topic, we are going to start it off with the icebreaker.
Yes. Game time.
Game time. My favorite. So we're going to be playing Family Feud, a version of Family Feud. And then how I want to do it. So Shei, you and L Star, you are going to be like on one team. And then Monique and Sarita, y'all going to be on another team. So I'm
All right.
I'm going to start off by giving or reading a question, and I'll tell you all how many answers are available. So the first round, whoever answers with the most points, that team will have a chance to answer, guess the other remaining situations. If you mess up 3 times, then the other team will get a chance to steal. Okay?
Ooh, I'm about to lose.
Any questions?
Yo, could you repeat the instructions?
Oh no.
The whole instructions, Sarita?
I was still
We gonna
scared.
win.
It's just like regular Family Feud, but like I said, so I'm gonna ask the question. Y'all both gonna have a chance to say what you think the top answer is. Whoever guesses the top answer, your team will have the opportunity to guess the remaining answers. If you mess up 3 times, the other team gets to guess those answers. Okay?
Okie dokie. I'm ready.
All right.
You ready, fam?
Yeah, let's do it.
Y'all silly. All right. First question. Name foods that go with peanut butter. And there are 6 possible answers.
Jelly.
Whose goal is it?
Let's start with Team Shei, since she was our guest.
Hold on. I had already named this.
Jelly.
We'll go with Team Shei, since she our guest.
You cheated.
I'm sorry, I'm not stealing your answer, but jelly.
That's a jelly.
All right, so that one is the number 1 answer. So Team Shei and L Star.
All right.
What do y'all think the other 5 answers are?
Bananas.
No, Sarita, no, not you.
I'm just giving them all the answers.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Don't say bananas.
She don't list it.
You gonna go?
Crackers.
Nope.
And I was gonna say that, so you don't feel bad because I was gonna say that.
What you got, Shei?
Y'all wrong for that.
You better go with crackers.
Apples.
Yes, good answer.
No, not good answer. No, ma'am.
So that's the.
Two strikes.
The stripe.
Let's
Oh my
go. Come
gosh.
on.
Okay. This one, I don't know. I know I eat it with it, but I don't know if everybody do. Celery.
Yes. Oh, good answer.
You did that,
Okay. All
Desiree.
right. All right. So y'all won. I wasn't prepared.
Oh,
Whose turn is it? Mine or yours?
Yeah.
yes.
What you got, Shay?
Bread.
Exactly. Yes, good answer. Oh,
No,
what?
ma'am.
What?
Nope. All right,
Why
Sarita,
Butter.
bread?
Monique.
Butter.
Who answered the question? Who was the survey taken? Who took
Yeah,
it?
that's what I want to know.
I don't.
Nobody knows. Sarita, you and
Oh,
Monique got a chance to steal the first round.
Chris bread.
I should have had a timer on here.
Pretty much. If the
Question.
bread ain't on there, I don't know.
Get off Google now.
Five,
See y'all.
4.
Okay.
Oh no, you can't count. No.
You can't take all day either.
Um.
Easy. I don't. Peanut.
Oh my God.
Are y'all serious?
Um.
5, 4, 3,
Oh.
2, 1.
Pickles.
Can we
So
please have the remaining answers, ma'am?
The top 6 answers was jelly. 43 people said jelly. 27 people said chocolate. 14 people said bananas. 8 said Oreos. 4 said oats, and 3 said celery.
I didn't say the banana. I said, and somebody else.
I thought y'all was gonna bring
I know
it back
somebody
around,
else
but
helping out ours.
nobody ever brought it back
Gotta get
around.
peanut butter in
Oh my
Oreos.
God. Okay. All
Oh,
right.
wait.
I wasn't. All right. This because I didn't have my glasses. So I couldn't see the.
Oreos.
Y'all want to do another round? Let's see. Round 2.
One more.
It's
'Cause
their turn.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Start.
Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Name something besides books you might find in a library, and there are 5 possible answers. Hey, Karan, thanks for joining.
Newspapers.
Say this again.
Periodicals. Newspapers.
Name something besides books you might find in a library. Monique, what would you say?
Periodicals. Newspapers.
That's not the number one, but it's on the board. So Team Shea and L Star, y'all got a chance to try to get the number one answer.
Oh.
What's your
Got
comment?
got some people in the comments trying to help y'all. I'm not gonna tell y'all if they right or wrong though.
I'm thinking like, I don't know. Do they still have like
What's the
movies and
thing that
tapes and
count the
stuff?
thing?
Count-
Bookmark.
count
Is that what it's called? The bookmark that you
What
put in
is
there. I think bookmark. Is that what it's called to hold your book? Your
Bookmark.
place in the book.
Let's go for
No.
bookmark.
Oh no,
Oh.
that is not on the board.
Oh, y'all, come on now.
All right, so Sarita and Monique, y'all got a chance to try to answer the other 4.
Dog. Why he can't, y'all? Come on. Come
It
on.
don't work.
No, just say
I
it.
can't get it on.
Here he come. Here it is.
Hey, Pastor.
Hello, Reverend.
Love you.
Reverend
It
Campbell.
work. I wanted to say people. I couldn't even find it.
How he
No.
just come into the game?
How
The
he
whole
come
game.
from out of nowhere?
Because that's more than in the
Oh
library
no.
besides books.
We're not cliche.
Computers.
You see, y'all not won this week. Y'all
Oh,
not
where
won.
did Shea Atkins go?
I know. That's why I said I lost my teammate.
Oh.
She'll
Okay,
come
but
back.
computers.
Oh, look, I just looked up. I didn't even see that. And I swear, see, me and my husband was in sync. Yes, I said computers.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you saw his and said it.
I
That's
did
what I was
not.
like.
That's just crazy because I had just looked up. I was stuck.
She
There we go.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm trying to look at the chat now, letting go back. And I ain't looking at no more chats. I'm done. I'm done.
She usually put
I'm
what they
posting it on the
said.
live
Yeah.
stream. So computers was number 1. Y'all got 2 more or 3 more answers on the board.
Is I go?
Yes.
Keep going, ma'am.
Microfiche?
Microfiche. And look, because I swear I want to say like
No, ma'am.
What would
these are
that be with the
you go to
periodicals?
get DVDs.
That was
you rent those things. Yeah, people.
And she said
I
DVDs.
mean, I know people don't. But
They do be
they-
having the movies
the
in there
last time I
now.
was at the library, they had.
okay. Movies is on the board. Okay.
Okay, that we got some more.
That's
Okay,
great.
hold on.
They over there cheating.
All
I
on
know. Why
Google.
y'all looking down if y'all ain't cheating?
On Google.
Exactly.
No, I'm thinking here. I'm about.
All right, 5, 4.
Quiet room.
No, ma'am. And
That's
Is
it.
that the third
That's
one?
Yeah,
No,
you
that's
did
the
pretty
second
good,
one.
though.
That was
We got
2.
one more. All
That
right,
was 2.
hold on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
People.
No, no. You tried it.
Uh,
All right, Shay, L Star. Y'all got a chance to
Oh,
steal.
Oh,
I don't know. They took the one I was thinking. Oh,
People.
oh, oh no.
Don't nobody know because who been to
5,
a library? Who
toys.
been to a library?
3,
Toys.
She said toys. Good answer.
and no. Magazine. The answer was right there, y'all.
Wouldn't
She
that be
said
with
magazines
periodicals?
already.
She
They
said
said
Oh,
periodicals.
magazines.
That was her
Yeah,
first
that was the first.
answer.
You don't know what a periodical?
Oh, we won.
For long periodical
We
time.
won. You ain't think about the periodical of times?
oops. No, my bad. I didn't hear y'all. Maybe y'all was over talking to each
Yeah, that was
other.
the first one.
The
Mhm.
periodicals.
Okay, we're gonna do one more round, y'all, because we got to get into this main thing. And I don't
Okay,
want
hey everybody.
I don't
Hey
want Shay to feel
Eric.
like she's rushing. Right. I thought she said newspapers too. Newspapers and
She
magazines are.
said
I
newspapers,
said both of them.
She did say
periodicals.
magazines
So
because that's
she
the ones I was thinking, and I was like, she said that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I said both.
Okay. We're gonna do one more real quick.
one more what?
One more round.
Oh.
Okay. So name an item you might order at brunch. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible answers.
We go first.
I was like, is it us or them?
L Star and Team Shay go first.
Go ahead, because it's some on your spirit. Go ahead.
Let it off. Let it off.
It's bubbling up
Scrambled
out of you.
eggs.
That is the number 1 answer. Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Guess these other 5.
We'll play. Yes.
Mimosa.
Yes. Come on, Mimosa.
Oh. Yes.
Hey, Eric.
How many?
Hey,
How many are on there?
There's 4 more.
Pancakes.
Yay! Good answer. Woo! Come on.
Waffles.
Yes.
You know
Good
what?
answer.
You know what?
Yes.
Star is the brunch queen anyway. This is like cheating.
We didn't get that energy when we got our answers right.
I
know. That's because they some haters.
I don't know this. I don't like that. Like,
Wow.
Okay. How many more?
I need
How
to.
many more is it?
2 more on the board.
What team is you on, Dez? I thought you was the host.
I'm on the winning side. Whose side are you on?
No.
Like a fruit bowl.
Eh.
Fruit bowl.
Eh.
Okay, I know.
Chicken.
Chicken and waffles.
Need the
Yes,
chicken.
good answer.
Nope.
Oh,
Who
come
did
on now.
this?
Chicken?
That's
Okay,
2.
hash browns. Hash browns.
Good answer. Yes. It's on the board,
Oh,
honey.
that's it? Oh.
It's on the
Are
board.
there any answers left?
And we got one more.
Name no more answers.
One more.
Oh. Oh.
You got something?
Can I help her? I don't know the rules.
They helping each other over there in that studio.
Oh, see, toast.
Oh.
You said what?
French toast or toast?
No, ma'am.
And you can't, dude. That was 2 answers.
I said toast first, okay?
Either one is not on the
Oh,
board.
Lord.
All right, Sarita, Monique, y'all got a chance to steal.
Yeah, juice.
Juice.
Whatever.
Are we
This
serious?
game is fixed.
You know what? It was set up. It was set
What
up.
was it? What did we miss?
No, it wasn't
Three.
set up. Hey, Essence Pool, thanks for joining. So the final answer was bagels.
Tammy.
Bagels and smoked
Bagel.
salmon. I
Oh
They
no.
yes, they are absolutely right. If you throw some
I'm
I
cream
never
surprised
got that.
smoked
between
salmon
that,
got on
that's a
there, but
lot.
that's good.
That's
yeah, it's
Hello,
okay.
everyone that came in during the game. Thanks
Hey
for
Hey
stopping
Essence.
in.
Hey
Tammy.
Tammy. Hey Jessica. Thanks for joining y'all. All right. Come on, Sarita.
Everybody who just came in, make sure that you share the live. We will be able to tell because it's gonna say sharer. Okay.
All
All
right, so
right,
we're gonna
Sarita.
move into the main segment. Sarita Faye.
Oh, y'all did it today. The whole government. That ain't on the screen.
My bad.
I didn't do it. I didn't do
What's
it.
up, everybody? Listen, so today we have a special guest by the name of Shei Atkins. Listen, I met or was introduced to her music like in my 20s. Like I went to it was a big old gigantic like concert in Atlanta. And there was a guy that was passing out these mixtapes um introducing Who Got Shot, I believe it was, or I Got Shot. And
Yeah, I got that.
yep, right before the Lena May show
Yeah.
album, you were she was promoting that album, and I fell in love with the style, with her music, with everything she was doing. I followed her. I'm gonna tell you how long ago it was. I followed her on MySpace. Y'all remember that?
Don't date yourself now.
That's
Don't date yourself.
That was
okay.
a long time ago. They don't even
A
have MySpace
long,
no more.
long time ago.
Wow.
But I'm not gonna prolong the time. She's here. I'm gonna let her introduce herself. And she's a life coach. She's a singer. Y'all make sure when we get up off of here, y'all go and look her up. Listen to her music because she is dope and still dope today. And I still support her music today on Facebook. So I'm gonna let her introduce herself and we can get started, get it cracking.
How y'all doing? She pretty much kind of told y'all everything. My name is Shay. I'm from Houston, Texas. Old country girl from the South who love people. I'm a recording artist. A mother. I have one daughter. An author and a life coach. I coach on self love and healing after a breakup or divorce. And so that's really pretty much it.
Okay, come on.
Well, welcome Shay to the show. It's
Welcome.
about to go
Welcome,
down. We
Shay.
got some great discussions today. And today our main discussion is mental illness or mental health, predominantly in the Black community. I don't know who's doing this segment. We didn't say.
So, Michelle, can you start off by telling us? So, you're a life coach. Tell us what that entails. How does one become a life coach?
How does one become a life coach? Well, you just have to find somebody that resonates with you as far as the training goes. I was under the training of Tony Gaskins, so I went to Tony Gaskins Academy because he was one of the people that helped change my life and helped me to heal my heart. And so I took his training, and now I'm a part of his website, and you can book me through my mentor.life. So
Okay.
just find somebody that you like.
And what does it entail being a life coach?
A life coach is not a psychiatrist or therapist. We can't diagnose anybody. We're more like that cheerleader rooting you on, that person that holds you accountable, that person that has come through what you're going through and you're trying to get out and you're looking for answers. And so you will book somebody that coaches on that thing that you need, and we just give you homework assignments and we hold you accountable and help you get through that thing. We teach you how to fly concerning
Yes,
that area
yes.
that you need help with.
That's what I'm
So
talking
that's pretty
about.
much it. That's
Okay.
pretty much it.
I'm ready to fly.
And you
So
have to
I
be open. You have to be open to correction and be vulnerable. Because if you're not open to what they have to say, ain't no need of booking nobody.
yeah. So I have a question.
Eric,
What
we're not gonna start today. Just say right there. Look in the comments. Eric, we're not starting today.
so I guess my question is Ms. Shea, what is like the like popular issue that you see within like within the black community as far as like mental health issues or mental illnesses?
Lord, it's so many.
Mm.
It's so many. Probably, if I had to guess, depression. I would say depression and bipolar.
I
Mm-hmm.
can see that both of them.
I
Yeah,
Yes.
think. I mean, I don't know the statistics, but like I said, if I had to guess, I would say I see that a lot
yeah.
more than
What's
anything.
funny is since I've the old let me say the older I get because I'm not old, but it seems like the older I get, I'm finding out there's more people who has like these mental illnesses or health issues that they're not like visible. There's no visible signs of these issues, but after like deep discussion with these people, you come to find out that they're dealing with like bipolar and depression and stuff like that.
Right. It's easy to put that mask on when you go out the house.
Yeah,
Yes.
for
You
sure.
know, it's easy to do that, but deep down, while they're at home, I'm sure some crying going on and some drinking and some popping and some, whatever, their therapy is.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. For
Yeah.
sure. Wow.
So I was watching a video, an interview that you did with someone else, a
Oh,
gentleman, and you were talking about kind of your background. And I heard you say just a little bit ago that you were kind of working with a life coach, and that's kind of what got you into this. Tell us a little bit about kind of. I know we always hear people say you got to do the work. Tell us kind of what does that mean in the life coach sector when someone tells you have to do the work.
I guess for example, let's say you're trying to get over a breakup. And you need help, you've been having a hard time letting this person go, da 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 da. If you call me, the first thing I'm gonna do is give you an assignment, get a assessment of the situation, and then I'm gonna give you assignments to first cut ties. That's a part of the work. Cutting ties, not answering, not texting, those messages, checking up and all that stuff. It's time to check on you now. Time to stop checking on them. So, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna say, hey, it's time to start checking on you and cut the ties, create separation so you can begin to heal. And depending on your level of self-love, I give you a healing, let you create a healing schedule where you invest into your heart and set some time aside for prayer, to validate yourself, to journal. It just depends on your situation. Whatever your situation is, we're going to create, some assignments to help you get there. So the work can be prayer, it could be working out, it could be self-care,
That's good.
cutting ties, forgiveness letters that you might need to write. It just depends on your situation, but you have to be willing to do that work. And see, some people ain't ready to cut them ties. So that's really big because they just got off the phone with them that day.
Come on, talk about it.
They just got off the phone. I done had clients that were like, I need help, but they can't stop answering the call.
Mhm.
So you got to be ready to do the work and do whatever it takes for you to heal your heart. And you can't heal keeping in touch with that thing.
That is so true. She
It's gonna
preaching.
suck you back in.
Okay. Eric
Preaching.
said mental illness can be forced upon you through life issues and hereditary. I agree.
And I do agree. I said, "Ooh, that was a good comment that he said. That was excellent." And Shay, I like what you just said. Every bit of that, like we do. That's part of accountability. You know what I'm saying? Realizing, okay, this situation has been killing me or taking me out. I do need to break because that's the beginning process of
Yeah,
healing is to disconnect, disassemble, get
that's right.
away. Yeah. So I
And
really
the illness, the mental illness really is anything that's uh hindering you from being able to deal with life, to live your life, to cope with life. So it could be a thought pattern, it could be trauma, it could be just anything that's hindering you from coping with life in a healthy way.
true.
So that's a big range of situations.
So I have a question for everybody individually. Like, how do y'all deal with mental health? Like, do you notice when you're going through like a mental health issue?
Well, I was on anxiety and depression medication before, and I was an alcoholic for 8 years straight. So mental, I was depressed, oppressed, and self-hate, and so I've been there. But I started doing that healing work once I recognized that I no longer wanted to rely on a substance or a person because you can be addicted to people.
Yes,
And
yes.
so I was willing to go through the withdrawals, the abandonment. I was willing to cry myself to sleep, whatever it took to get to that place of healing. And for me, as a Christian woman, I did a lot of prayer and a lot of worship. And I did a lot of, I didn't hire a coach. I just watched videos and took that wisdom and applied it to my life. Everybody can't do that. And so that's when you
Yeah.
go to that therapist. When you can't do the work on your own or you can't work out on your own, you might need a trainer.
Yeah.
If you can't, if it's beyond you and you still need a little bit of help and that ain't working, call somebody that's, trained to help you in that area.
It is definitely true.
Yeah.
One thing that I have noticed, and you did bring up the how you dealt with it through prayer and worship,
Yeah.
and it's crazy because as being a life coach, I can imagine that there are some people who are detached from God,
Yeah.
that you become that bridge that leads them back to the right path. That's a very, very powerful ministry to have, is a bridging the gap ministry. And I think that's what life coaching does, especially when you're a Christian, to be able to bring this person either back to Christ or introduce them to Christ at the
Yeah.
same token. So I thank God that we don't only just have life coaches out here, but that we have Christian life coaches that know the truth
Yeah.
and know how to successfully bring people to Christ and let our light shine, you know?
Right. And I'm not necessarily really trying to convert anybody because I've had people mad at God, that it came to me. So I have to work around that because I'm not trying to push, anything on anybody. I just try to
Right,
give you, things that you could do if you're not ready to go there yet.
right.
Hopefully it works for you.
That is true. There
Yeah.
are some people that just don't want that route.
Yeah,
And
they
as
don't want that right.
you have to make sure you're not biased, I'm assuming, concerning that.
Yeah, that's right.
So one thing in the mental health community that we find in, especially in the Black community, we find that there's not a lot of therapists or psychologists or whatever the case may be that look like us. So we
Mhm.
find ourselves going to people or seeking out people that don't really, or we may not feel, they may feel that they can, but we feel like you can't relate to some of our struggles. And I've noticed that a lot of life coaches are coming up that are, that
Yeah,
can. Do you think that that's helpful to our community in this time?
of course. Of course it's helpful because once again, people are looking for answers. And the ones that's ready to do the work is gonna be very helpful because you're ready to do what it takes. So, like for example, my mentor dot life, it has coaches that coach on all kinds of stuff, sports, uh, business, finance, I mean, whatever you need.
Wow.
And it's a lot of us on there. So,
Did
yes,
you
That's
hear
what's up,
that?
right?
See,
because
and that's something that I did not. I personally did not know that. Like when you think of life coach, you pretty much think of mental or abuse in some type of way, but you never think about the other outside elements. That
Actual
you
life
right,
skills.
life skills.
yeah, because once again, we're not diagnosing. We don't have that training. We don't have this, we can't do that. But we can tell you what we did to come
Right.
out of what you going through. You looking for answers? There you go.
See, now
Yeah.
that is good. I did not know
Yes,
that.
there you go.
So I'm gonna jump on in and just say if any of our viewers have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. But I do want to read Eric's comment here. He said, "I
Yeah.
think Miss Shea is a part of a great team of people. I took life
Mm.
skill classes in prison, and they really make you focus on your life and help you to change your way of thinking. And when you align that with God, you're flying."
Right.
And then just in addition to that, I think
Mhm.
because it is becoming more like everyone is becoming more aware of the mental health issues, that it's important that jobs are now incorporating that into the workplace. So like
Yeah.
I work at Educators, and my job, they invested, I don't know, so many thousands of dollars into this program that when you feel like overwhelmed, you can just, they have like a bunch of different life coaches or meditation videos that you can just tune into, and just like, whatever the mood is, to kind of help get your
Yeah.
help your brain focus. So
Yeah. And that's what's so special. It's just about sharing your testimony. You might not be on the website, but just you sharing your story, you know, you showing people that it's possible, that you can heal, that you can overcome. So, if you have a story and you watching, share your story. Somebody needs to hear your story. They looking for people, you know, that can overcome what you're going through. I remember my brother died and he was struggling with a certain drug. And I'm like, wow, he was struggling with that drug from high school all the way to the day he died. And I'm like, it had me question, like, wow, can anybody be free of this? This thing is strong. Like, and me being able to find somebody that overcame that thing after 20 years plus is very encouraging. So
Wow.
share your story because somebody needs to see that it's possible. You don't have to have the title. You don't have to be on the site. Get on your Facebook page, write a blog, but you are needed.
and I will say, like, when it comes to like dealing with mental health issues, you first have to admit that there's an issue.
Oh,
Like,
that's cool.
you have to admit that there's an issue. And I mean, I'm not going to speak too deep into my situation, but I know I found myself like in a really dark place once upon a time. And it was mainly because of trying to hide it, and
Yeah,
it wasn't until I started to kind of talk about it and deal with that thing that, I started getting the necessary tools that I needed to break free of that situation.
that is so true because you know, for instance, like, me abusing alcohol before, you have to see how it's hurting you, because that substance or that person can be like your best friend. It's filling a void, and you have to see how it's hurting you more than it's helping you. And so you have to be willing to change because it's hard to let that thing go because it's been there for you. It can't reject you. It can't turn it. Whenever you need it, you can pick it up. It's like, it's there, but then you have to start seeing how it's hurting your life
Yeah.
and be willing to let it go. And that hurts.
It does. I know
It
in
hurts.
any time that you've become complacent in a situation, um, it is hard, and black people have the hardest time. We have the hardest time with changing,
Yeah.
or shifting. We don't like change. We don't like shifts. We
Right.
kind of like to be complacent or and comfortable in whatever it is. And so when we have to shift or move, it kind of it hurts. And a lot of people don't have the zeal, the energy to
Yeah.
actually push forward. That's why I do think that life coaches is a good idea in our community, but I do feel like it needs to be more promoted
Yeah.
on a mainstream scale. Like if
Yeah.
we can mainstream all of the things that get people caught up into these traps, then at
Yeah.
least mainstream the solution for the situations,
Right.
you know?
That's right.
All right, we have a question. Eric is asking, do you think that people surround themselves with others that are broken so they can't focus on their own situations?
That's a good question.
Um, and that might be, they might feel like they can talk to those people, or you might be right because when I was drowning my sorrows in alcohol, I did not want to be around anybody that was going to tell me to change. I don't want to
Right.
hear it. I'm
Right.
mad. This is my friend. I'm not trying to hear what you're talking about. So yeah, I did stay around people that would not tell me, hey, you you need to slow down. I ain't trying to hear it. But at the same time, you want to be understood too.
Right.
So y'all all probably going through the same thing and relating to each other. but that ain't always good when
Thanks.
you don't have that accountability, but you might not want it. Once again, you gotta want it.
That's a good
You
question. That
want
was
it.
a good question and a good answer.
That was a good
Okay.
question.
Eric, you've been on the road today. I'm gonna give you your props publicly.
Come on now.
We're gonna be
So in the begin
arguing later.
in the beginning, I heard you say that life coaches are not psychiatrists. They're not mental health doctors or things
Right.
of that nature. How do you know, or what have you ever been in the situation where you were assisting someone and you noticed that it was that time for them to maybe move into the medical, realm, or you needed to assist them plus, with that assistance as well? Have you been in that situation, and how would a person know
Um,
if that's what they need more so than a life coach?
I hadn't had any clients, I don't think, uh, needed a therapist. It didn't seem like they did. Um, no, I haven't had that. And if I do, I'm gonna say, look, this is beyond my, you know, my capacity and my knowledge of what I know. I think I might suggest you get a therapist that can actually help you and see what's really going on inside. Yeah.
Anybody else have any questions for Miss Shea or want to ask any questions in general about mental illness or mental health?
And I know we're going to do this before you go, but can you tell the people if they do want to get in contact with you, or is there an area? I know you were talking about a group of people that come together. There's a lot of you out there. Is there a way that someone, if they needed to contact someone or contact you?
Yeah. Well, if you wanna, you need help loving yourself, or healing from a breakup, having a hard time getting over a divorce or breakup, I coach on those three things. And you can book me at mymentor.life/Shea Atkins. Or if you need a coach on something else, helping you do a business plan or get a nonprofit or whatever. They have coaches that do that also on mymentor.life. It's so many, y'all. God has made a way for us to get what we need.
Yeah.
Yes.
He has.
And while we're
And
on the
you,
topic of like self love, I think it's appropriate, Sarita, for you to just like mention your situation, your CD.
Uh-oh.
Okay, my situation is, you guys, I just released a new album entitled Self Love. So
Come
make
on.
sure y'all go. You can Google it. It's on Amazon, it's on Apple Music, iTunes, it's on
Everywhere.
Facebook, it's on Instagram, it's on
Everywhere.
YouTube, it's everywhere. On Audio Mac. If you can't afford it, go on YouTube. I'm not like that, but make sure you get your copy of
Come
it.
on.
and then Miss Shay, you have a podcast as well. Is it a considered a podcast?
Yes, it's called the Self-Love Journey,
Yeah.
where I talk to people from our walks of life and they just share their story. You don't have to have your name in lights. You're valuable simply because you exist. And if you got a story, holler at me. We can get on there. You can share and let the people know your journey to self love. So
What
it's
days
on,
does it air?
I'm about to start it back up. I had stopped, for a couple of months, but it'll be back next month, February. And you can catch up on the episodes at SheiAtkins.com or
Okay.
YouTube.com or Facebook.com.
Yeah, she has a lot of content on YouTube. Definitely go check her
Yeah.
out.
Oh yes, I'm on YouTube. It's SHEI Shei Atkins. So I got music, I'm speaking, teaching, and got the podcast on there. So
And doing some live performances too.
yes, sir, some of that on there too.
And some
So
of your new music that you just came out with, can you pitch it to them? Because I know that you just recently, well, in the past 6 months,
Yeah,
released some songs. Can you
I
please
have.
let us know the names of it, where they can go and get it?
I released the songs of healing. I got all things are possible. If you need to heal your heart and you need a song formation that you can listen to speak life into yourself, get all things are possible. Brighter days ahead. That's a
Yes.
song. That's a song that God gave me after my brother died, and just a song of encouragement. If you're grieving and you're trying to lift your spirit up, go put brighter days ahead on. It's going to encourage you. And
Yes,
the latest is your name. You know, sometimes we just gotta praise the Lord. So it's just a song of praise to the Lord. It's called Your Name. You know how we'll never stop calling His name, no matter what you're going through in life. Lord, I will always praise you. I will let nothing separate me from the love of God. So if you want to get your praise on, get your name. And they're all the digital platforms.
And he can fix it. Which CD is that on?
That is on two CDs. It's on
Oh,
uh Leader May Show and Girl Talk.
okay.
yes.
I like he can
Yeah.
fix it. I like because of you. Was it? I
Thank
like
you
that.
so much. Yes. So
All right, we got a couple more comments here. Eric said,
Hey,
huh?
no, go ahead.
Oh, Eric said mind changing and checking is serious to me. I understand that it sometimes take a voice on the outside to help, but like Miss Shea said, you have to be willing and ready to change, starting with your surroundings.
Mhm.
Right,
we like
right.
flowers. If you water yourself, you gonna bloom.
That's good.
Water
What's up,
yourself, you have no choice but to go
Selena?
and bloom.
Hey,
That's real
Selena.
good.
Hey Selena, thank
Yes.
you so much. Thank you, Selena.
She said she's a fan of Miss Shea.
I appreciate you, Selena.
And then Cammy wants to know how long you have been doing music.
Oh Lord. My first album came out 2004.
Yeah.
And as I was talking about earlier, when I was an alcoholic for 8 years and went through that rebellious season, I disappeared off the scene for about 8 years. But I came back and I was ready to do the work.
Came back
And
with a
so here I
vengeance.
am as a result of that work.
Came back with a vengeance.
I had to,
I'm gonna
like,
just
live
tell
a
you,
life or death.
I was looking for you for those 8 years,
I
and
was gone and
they
I
had
didn't want to
got
be
rid of
found.
man. They got rid of MySpace, and I was lost. I start looking everywhere, like where's some new music?
I didn't want to be found. I didn't. So I
Well,
can relate. If you're going through, I understand. Depression, I understand. Giving up on yourself, I understand it all, but it ain't over. Take your
yeah,
life back. Take your joy back. Take
Yeah,
your smile back.
yeah.
Please. It's
Hey,
not over.
well, Shay, we do thank you for joining us. We know that you have to go. We don't want to keep you over the time, but any final
Yes.
words that you want to share to the people before you exit?
Um, just know that self-love is having a healthy relationship with yourself. Every other relationship is going to reflect that relationship that you have with yourself.
mm,
And no matter how much God you have on the inside of you, you will be no more than how you see yourself to be.
mm,
Mm.
So you have to speak life into yourself and invest into your healing. And it's
mm.
going to change your life. You are worth it. You are worth it. So that's all I want to say.
All right.
Love it.
Thank you for you just made my whole millennium.
Come on.
Thank you so much for
Have
coming.
to have her back in the future.
I
Yeah,
appreciate y'all. I really do. I
you
thank y'all
will
so much.
take us. I know we crazy, but would you come again?
Oh, I say thank you so much. I appreciate y'all for having me on.
Yeah, thank
That's
And
you.
Amen.
everybody that's watching and leaving comments. God bless y'all.
yeah.
Love you too,
Amen.
husband.
All right.
All right
See you
now.
later.
All right. Thank y'all
You
so
be
much.
blessed.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Good night.
All right, y'all. I almost started crying. I ain't gonna lie.
Hi,
Oh.
friend.
I had to exit off the camera for a little bit, but
Oh.
You're
That's why you.
yeah. Oh my God, this is a moment to drink tea.
yeah, y'all know, so
Oh,
I don't have any tea.
drink some water.
Oh, get your life together.
But yeah, that was good though. That was
That
good.
was good. That was good.
it was really good.
Yeah.
All right, what we got going on? We got something else on the agenda?
Yeah, you know what? First of all, I do want to throw, respect and condolences to the family of Tyree Nichols, who lost him to a brutal police beatdown by five African American police officers. That definitely, touched my heart because we oftentimes speak about Black Lives Matter, and it really hurts to find out that among us African American people, Black lives seem to not matter. And Farrakhan said something that I thought was really good, and that is that, when a white cop beats on a black person, we start marching. We marching around the world. We tearing stuff up. We turning over the city. But when a black person shoots and kills another black person, you don't see no feet on the pavement. And that's something that we got to do better in. We need to hold people, like Shay said, accountable, not only for the outsiders, but among ourselves as well. Let's love us, Black people. Let's love us. I love y'all. Let's love us. For real.
Right.
And I think the community is kind of speaking out on this one. I was a little concerned when we saw that allegedly there it was, black cops that did it. I don't know. Do we have to say allegedly if we saw the
No,
video? But
they
I
already
mean,
up and
we
arrested. That
still
thing
they
happened real quick.
they have not been charged, so we still have to say allegedly.
They've been
Yeah.
fired.
But they have
Yeah.
not been charged, so we have to say allegedly.
Right.
We want to be here next week.
All of them was on camera. They were even breathing hard after they did it. And that's
Hey,
what
Yeah.
Jonathan, thanks for joining.
Yeah, so it's just sad to see that black on anything, but then the people that we trust to protect us, you know, it's just amazing.
scary. It
Yeah.
is. It's just scary. We living in this type of society.
Hmm.
I also want to pay respects to the family of Stitch. Is that his name?
Hmm.
Just want to not be wrong because I'm good for it. I'm good. Switch. We did it again, y'all. We did it again. Don't mess up the
It,
moment.
it's Stitch. It's Stitch.
I thought it was
Stitch.
Switch.
It's
Is it? It's Twitch.
Stitch.
Lord forgive us. Okay,
Mm.
Y'all, we must be old.
we're gonna do better. We're gonna do better. Switch.
We sounded like four mothers of the church.
Elderly. Elderly.
Yeah, that's his
Lord
name.
But I
forgive
want to
us.
pay
We had an elderly
respect to
moment.
his family in this same situation that we're talking about today with mental illness. And I believe that there was a letter that he left, and we don't quite know everything that was on there, but saying that he had been struggling with, thank you, Quran.
Help us. Help us
That
today.
he had been struggling with mental illness for a while, and I wish we still had Shay just to ask the questions of how do you know a sign of when people are at their moment, at that moment, because if we can understand the signs, then we could try to see if we can stop the issue before it gets out of control.
Yeah, because I know that I think all of us here can say that we've had moments, be it depression or whatever the case
Yeah.
may be, whereas, a lot of times we do still have to put on that face and, come out and, you may never know or, but, silently, having moments inside. So that is a good question. We might have to do a part two of this in the near future so we can get some more answers and, engage more of that of how do you deal with it yourself as well as how do you deal with it with a friend that you may not see it because even with look, let me make sure I get it, Twitch, and with the young lady that was and I meant to write down her name, the young lady that was a beauty queen, I believe she was, or Miss America or
Yeah.
something of that nature. And
Yeah.
I heard it resounding in different people just saying, I did not know. She always had a smile. She was always the life of the party. She was always, just on point, ready to go. But inside, she, obviously was struggling with some things. So even her mom was saying, yeah, I knew she struggled with these things, but I didn't know, she was having these issues at this time. So just
Right.
how do you see that and how can you help someone else in that
That is
situation?
that is definitely something. I I feel bad for the family members that have lost people to it, because I can imagine being a mother if my child were to take their life feeling that I was inadequate. You know what I'm saying? The parents, what could we have done? How come, where was the disconnect in the communication between, because everybody needs somebody that they can go to, confide in, and just be themselves, or and let their problems out. But what gets a person to the point where they feel like they can't talk to nobody and then confine themselves to this point?
Yeah,
It's scary.
it
Yeah.
is. Well, one thing that she did say is definitely, seek help and talk to someone, that I heard Miss Shea say. So we definitely want to, if you're going through something, sometimes it's not the easiest to talk to someone. Sometimes you don't know who to talk to somebody. But before you get to that point, make sure you could talk to someone and get someone in your life close to you. And that's kind of what our basis is in the Besties podcast. We wanted to share with you our friendship, where just it don't have to be a whole, mob of friends. Just get you a few good friends that you can, relate with, talk with, and, deal with it, especially in this thing we call life, because life is not easy. But when you do
Mm,
it with others, then, we can make it through together.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely a true statement. Make sure that you find somebody. Um, Normally we don't pray out of here, but I will say this: for anyone that is dealing with depression, feeling suicidal, struggling with an addiction, or dealing with any type of mental illness or anything, you don't even have to even put it down. If you want to inbox any of us, I do have some type of pastoring credentials of some sort.
Girl,
Not
you a pastor. Stop.
A
not
whole one,
a poor pastor, but a
a whole
assistant
pastor.
to the real pastor. I assist him, and I'm his life coach.
Okay. Pastor assistant.
But y'all inbox one of us, or inbox this page. Reach out. I'm gonna be praying for everyone, whether you said anything or not, concerning this situation, because that is a very powerful tool when we're dealing with these situations. Is some type of prayer and meditation in order to fix that situation. So I will be praying with all of you guys every day until God fixes the situation. I'll say that.
All right.
It's 8:54.
Yeah.
Well, we had a contest. Can we call it a contest last week? And
Yes.
I guess if that's what y'all want to call it.
It wasn't a contest. Are you
what
talking
was it?
about the where everybody had to like and subscribe and everything, and
So
then
it's
put
a money
done in the
contest to me.
comments? So I'll say that again. The people who were going to be put inside of the drawing for the $25
Wow.
giveaway, yes, we're supposed to do several things. Number one, they were supposed to subscribe to the YouTube page. Number two, they were supposed to like or follow our personal page on Facebook. And did we clarify whether or not we said Instagram or not?
I did not. Sorry.
Okay. Well, we believe we said Instagram, but if we did not, and you can prove it, and you did all of the rest of them and put done in the comments, then there was supposed to be a drawing, but we did not see anybody actually do all of them. So we're going to move this drawing to next week. So again, we say, okay, subscribe
Be
to
clear.
the
Yeah.
YouTube
Mm-hmm.
channel.
YouTube.
Make sure you like
It's,
Facebook, our
mhm.
our Facebook page, and make sure you follow us on Instagram. When you've done all three of those things, come back into the comments on this live and type done. Okay. And next week we will be holding a drawing of everyone who's done those things, and give somebody $25. It ain't a lot, but it's some gas money these days.
And then also, I just want to reiterate our besties spotlights of the week. Y'all not sending the pictures in. I like that. I'm gonna need y'all to send some pictures and a short paragraph of you and your best friend, you know, your dog, your cat. Send it to the fab.4@icloud.com to be featured on the show.
Yes.
All right.
Benediction.
It's time for benediction.
I know I'm asking.
Yes, it's about time for the benediction. And tonight, our benediction will be our benediction will be
Get ready.
Get ready, get ready.
hold on. Do I need to do one of them preacher introductions? She's a mother.
Hey!
You don't.
The benediction is going to be done by Monique over here. So Monique, can you benedict us?
Guess what, y'all? So for the benediction, I'm gonna say, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining the Besties podcast. Am I doing that? Okay. Thank you so much. And then it's supposed to be words of encouragement. Considering the light of our topic for this week, I'm going to just say something simple and sweet. And my words of encouragement is just spread love. Like you never know what a person is going through. You never know how much a person just may need to hear that I love you. So just spread love. It's a cruel world.
Spread love. See, she be y'all.
I love y'all. Okay.
Right.
I love y'all for real.
Listen, y'all, we are going to be on vacation in the next 2 weeks, and we are going to be doing the show live in Mexico. Yes.
2 weeks, right? We doing the show.
That's what I said.
We're gonna do one in Florida and one on the cruise ship, right? Yeah.
Totally is. Yes. So listen, y'all make sure that y'all tune in the next 2 weeks for that. We're gonna be doing our shows every Monday, but that's gonna be special. All of us will be together.
It's gonna be special show.
Yes, all together. All of we gonna have these, y'all. I can't even get my angle right.
Not your ankle. Not your ankle.
I said my angle.
Oh.
Yeah. But thank you guys for tuning in. Some of you guys have been here since we started the first week. You know what I'm saying? Encouraging us. Continue to encourage us because we new to this, but we true to this.
Lord, no, I'm trying.
We true to this. And we even bring in Monique out of her shell. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We are getting better together.
Amen. Amen. Any final words before we exit this thing out?
That's what a benediction for. We supposed to say,
Oh.
Amen.
All right, y'all. Well, we are out of here. Thank y'all so much for joining in. We'll see y'all next week.